Boys podcast. Me and my team is the best in the world. You and your team looking stressed in the world. Me and my team getting arrested by curves, and you and your team getting arrested by the curves. Free my nigga, oh, he ain't do shit except the robbery, nigga. He gon' do 6. I come through, dick sound up with new kicks. Say they float, poke down with 2 6. Yo, me and my team is the best in the world. Me and my team is the best in the world. Said me and my team is the best in the world. That best in the world. That best in the world. My team is the best in the world. Me and my team is the best in the world. Got a star in the sky, yellow men on the cuff. And I know my team burns. We got fans in the cut. Ow. Premier Boys.
Premier Boys! Welcome back, everybody. Yo, this is the Premier Boy podcast. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman.
You already know what it is. Back with the velvety black do-rag in honor of 9/11. It's your boy, King Talk Sands, welcoming you back to yet another episode, but not this any episode.
Wait, don't tell them yet, sir. Don't tell them yet. Not yet.
What you mean? Like, okay,
Not
well,
yet.
welcome to Premier Boys podcast. Shit.
Yeah, malimal.
Hope all is well. Hope your week went well. You know what I'm saying? Cheers to the week.
Long live the chief. What's up, everybody? We back out here. I'm in the black striped shirt, mimicking one of my favorite childhood superheroes, and we're going to talk about that later on today. We jumping in today right now. You know who it is.
All right, so now, Sam, now you can say it. Now you can say it. We're excited for a reason. It's a special day. It's a very special day. Sam, now you say it now.
All right, so thanks, bro. So basically, if you've been following us for the longest time, I don't just got the black do-rag on for, you know, our fallen soldiers at 9/11, but also to commemorate our 2-year anniversary of the Premier Boys podcast and the 1-year anniversary of this bro right here.
Long live the chief.
On our podcast, you know what I'm saying? So this is definitely our 2nd year doing this big thing, and honestly, in this big situation, doing the Premier Boys podcast. And honestly, one group of people I want to thank is you, the listeners, taking the time out and giving reviewing our podcast and letting us know, you know, what y'all like about it, what y'all might not like about it. You know, we're wanting to know where Roddy at. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of shit. We owe that all to you, and we definitely appreciate you. So thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
Yes, and let's have a little history. So you already know we planned it. Cause you already know YPG, Young Premier Gentlemen.
YPG.
We started it as we will dive back to the history. We was a music group, Blaze of Glory.
BUC.
Then we went to BUC, Blaze of Click. We had a song called "The Mighty Teddy Overload" that was played on Teddy Hot 97, Power 105, many college stations, including the one this man used to work at, LIU, the really Illy brothers.
Really Illy brothers. Oh, I forgot I could still do that.
And in other states. We transitioned from the music and went to promoting. That's how we got the YPG name. And we've been doing that for almost 10 years. This year would be 10 years, actually.
Patent pending. Don't play with me. Play with the name.
10 years. So as of the brand, you know, shout out to NYC Compton that he didn't want to use YPG as a long name. He told the shorten it that Premier. And then pretty much we've been branded Premier ever since. So with the Premier name, we thought about making a podcast called the Premier Boy Podcast. At the time, this was 2018, way before all the shows that even happening. We had an opportunity to do a big show on a radio station, but the thing about it, we didn't have no direction how to do it and who we were put on the team. We just knew me and Sansa were the only 2 members who put to be on the show at the time, but that didn't fall through. So you know, things happen. You know, fast forward a little later, a year later, Mr. Gentleman, like the podcast was born. And when I started my show, I told the team like, "Yo, there's a possibility that we can actually start a show with this app called Anchor." So we officially announced it on my show with Sands was my second guest, and we announced it on my show. We met the Premier Way podcast. We still didn't know who was gonna be on the show until I believe was the July episode of my show when Roddy came on the show, and then we confirmed that Premier Way podcast was gonna be on September 11th, 2019. You want to pick up a little where we left off? I'm saying about the history a little bit.
All right. So basically, when we started off with the Premier Boys podcast, usually it wasn't in this type of format that you see. If you're for my YouTube viewers, it wasn't on this format that you're currently seeing. We were all together, on one phone doing Premier Boy podcast, and that was like the original, the OG version of the Premier Boys podcast, where we talk about certain topics about life and everything like that. We did music, did songs on the podcast. Hell, we even had DuckTales as an opener.
We did. Episode two, DuckTales. DuckTales was the second song. Yeah, that's serious.
So it was a pretty good vibe. However, as a lot of things that happen in this world, COVID happened. And honestly, COVID definitely changed the trajectory of this podcast for better and for worse. You know what I'm saying? Because now we wasn't together to shoot the podcast. We basically were everybody was at home quarantining, trying to be socially distant. So we figured like, hey, let's do this on the app, but in separate directions.
Yeah.
Which worked for a little bit, but didn't work. And then, at the same time, each one of us was going through our own personal issues. You know what I'm saying? So that made it even harder for us.
Yeah, like Sam's was going through something with his family. I was going through health-related issues, and Roddy was going through, personal life issues, as in, personal life issues like relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah. Life tends to take over certain situations. Life tends to take over a lot of things, and the podcast is one of them. So when we're trying to get things back into normal, we had, the tribal chief as our guest.
Hold on. We got fast track it a little bit.
Did I miss something?
A small part of it. So like I said, you mentioned the pandemic part, but we had a series called the Quarantine series. Basically, that was the pandemic series.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the pandemic series, and it was a good thing. It was a cool thing to begin with. We started with the Anchor app, which was really terrible. If you noticed from the past episode, the audio for that episode was terrible.
Nobody heard what I was talking about. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Then I believe was in July, I think. That when the personal stuff that happened, we had to take a break to get back in track. I know in June, because we only came up with like 4 episodes, so we had to backtrack. We came back in September, the week before the anniversary, and we came as a team. We talked about it like, yo, we got to change up something about the show, like get a little raunchy, like get a little controversial. Let's be different. Then we were too laid back. On our early seasons.
We had to make it spicy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we didn't have to make it spicy.
Okay.
Like views, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't do it I felt like we couldn't do it for views because that wouldn't be like, genuine. But I felt like we had to like loosen up and be more ourselves on it. Because
exactly.
I feel like, at least for me, I'm gonna speak for me, I usually get spicy. I talk spicy like all the time, whether I'm on camera or off camera. The me that here is a me that, the bros, my fiance, my, people that know me see every day. Yeah. So this is not an act. We're not, playing a role here. You feel me? So in the sense of doing that, we were like, listen, we had a few episodes under our belt already at the time. We were like, all right, you know what?
We were about to hit episode 10. So this is we kind of changed up the brand when we got to episode 10, and that way we got to how we got to the premiere where we at now. But at the same time, we hit the 1 year anniversary, and we had a bro malimal on the show, and we were thinking to ourselves like we interviewed Mally and he answered a good question. He found in the news after I was like, yo, what if we add him to the team? Like what if?
It was like the Blaze Up click all over again.
Basically. Hold on, Mally. Let's talk about how you got to the team and how the landscape of the show changed when you got on.
Really, like, you know, love you guys to death, always. You know, my brothers forever at this point in time. But you know, heard the show. You guys told me you wanted me to jump on for the special 1 year anniversary episode. I was like, shoot, I'm down. You know, we not that we lost contact, but there was like just everybody was kind of making their own moves for a little while. So, you know, I love that. I love the opportunity of trying to come together and get with my brothers on another project and everything like that. And, you know, once I jumped on, you know, it was my boys again. We was out here, we was talking, we was doing it. It almost felt like Blaze Up TV again.
Facts. It did. And I'm happy that we added you to the thing. You gave us I guess a missing piece that we were missing. Once you added, we felt like we were complete again. So I thank you for, you know, jumping on with us in the journey. So I appreciate it, man.
No, thank y'all for having me, man. You put together a master plan and you executed, man. Y'all have no idea how proud I am of y'all.
We know, bro. It's only up from here now.
That's a whole fact. I just wanted to say that because I know it was like a love fest, and I feel like I was missing out.
but of course, one episode stand out that we had, and that was episode 15. R&B is dead. Where we had Miss Mademoiselle Magna on the show, and that episode, let the shade was the start of the change of the Premier podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Could say what you gotta say, son.
Yeah, I mean, like in terms of, you know, the way we wanted to move with the direction of the pod, you know, because at first we was trying to get used to this recording.
Yeah.
Sense. So now that we got comfortable with that, and now that we're seeing the success from that episode, we're like, all right, maybe we need to, you know what I'm saying, not change the trajectory of the podcast, but give it a bit more direction so it could go in the way that we need it to go to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I know during the anniversary episode we started doing Zoom. That when we started doing Zoom, because I tested out on my show first, and it worked. It had to pay for it. It had to pay for it because I wasn't using Zoom for my show either. I was using Anchor, so I had to we got to change it all together, man. We got to change it all together. So the Zoom helped us. Appreciate Zoom for helping us taking this landscape a little bit further and stuff like that. Also, this episode,
go.
Yeah, but also this episode as well got us on a chart, a podcast chart. Episode 15 got us on a podcast chart.
Really?
For like good couple of weeks. So yeah, we were like on in the top 200, number I think 73. Then we went up a little bit to 140, and then we went down. But being on the chart, you know, means a lot because that means like y'all pay attention and y'all listening, y'all supporting us. So we put about our chart. Thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
It's a big thing, you know, especially us being new in this type of realm of like podcasting, and now we on like YouTube, and for the YouTube viewers that seeing us right now,
yeah, exactly.
You know, it's a different vibe. It's damn
YouTube,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, for real though. Like, we came a long way from Blaze Up TV when we were just shooting in the parks. You know what I'm saying? And in Times Square, talking about, yo, it's Blaze Up TV, we lit AIDS face.
Facts.
Came a whole long way for that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this was like a definitely a big move. And where I'm at now with it, when it comes down to the podcast, to this particular podcast, is we getting ready to do, you know, we take it to another direction in terms of like potential studio vibes, you know what I'm saying? going live, you know, on like our respective social medias, you know what I'm saying? And making this actually, you know, a reputable and a legitimate situation. Not that to say that we're not legitimate now, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be something that's going to grow to the masses.
Right. We building the plane while we flying it, baby.
Exactly.
No.
And ain't fun. This show help us on all our shows. It help us involve. But you know, we will get to the elephant in the room though. December 2020. Well, first and foremost, we gotta think Roddy too. Even though he acting like a little bitch right now, he left the show. We gotta
golly.
We gotta think Roddy.
Tell him how you really feel.
We gotta think Roddy because he was a part of the show too, and it wasn't for him as well. We wouldn't do it without him. So you know, shout out to Roddy as well. But you know what he.
Okay.
Say, you got it.
No, I mean, granted, he, you know, was on some type of time where he wanted to leave the show to pursue future endeavors and all that other shit. You know, he trying to figure it out, but he out in Dubai, you know what I'm saying? Like, living his best fucking life right now. But, you know, yeah, like, I feel like, you know, he does play an integral role, you know what I'm saying, in this situation. I know I was talking a lot of shit this season about it, you know, but I will be the first to admit, like, listen, he plays a very integral role in the spot, you know, and honestly, right now, yeah, I love you, bros, you know, 100 grand, you know what I'm saying? But it feels weird him not being in that corner.
I agree. Even though I do work, I know. Even though I do work with Roddy on the old school show, it does feel weird and incomplete without him on this show, you know. And yeah, I go for Roddy. I want you back, bro. I know last week you was snooping, you coming in the Zoom chat, snooping, listening, watching. I was hoping like, oh, Roddy will come and scream to talk. He gonna return. He's like, nope, I'm gonna stupid leave. I'm like, F y'all. I'm like, damn, Roddy, that's how you feel, bro. I don't know when you're coming back, son. If you don't come back soon, we're gonna fire your ass, son, and we're gonna replace you.
I already got a couple ideas for a replacement.
Me too, son. Me too, man.
Don't let it be the studio set. Don't let it be the studio show and you not there. Because there's gonna be 4 mics, and all 4 mics will be filled.
Yeah.
I might have a little early thing in the back.
Yeah, but in terms of the present now, just know that we got a lot of things coming. Yeah, look out for us, yo. Also, you know, we get Sands got his show during the pandemic. So King talked with Aaron Sands doing Killer. You know, Malimal got his podcast show coming soon as well. We look for that too. His show coming soon. And music as well.
About to cross the bridge.
Little hint, you know, Mr. Gentleman about to hit his 5th season real soon. So yeah, we growing and we killing it, y'all. But you know, enough about hold up, what you gotta say, Sands?
Oh no, I said it was lit.
But you know, enough about memory time. But first, before we continue, let's do a moment of silence to everybody that we lost in on 9/11, stuff like that. Let's do a moment of silence. All right, there you go, y'all.
Take a shot.
Yeah.
All of those is lost for all our homies that we lost in the
Yeah. Also, before we continue, let's shout out to all the guests that we had so far on the show. Quintana was on the show.
Hello.
Shout out Magna was on the show. Shout out Roddy boyz. And also your boys you was on the show as well for Roddy's birthday.
Facts.
And the other one. Hey man, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
That's wild. That's wild. Come on, bro. He's spoken for me. Like, come on.
My son, pretty Slim Shady LP.
You already know.
I'm Shady.
We'll get more into that.
And that's my name.
We'll touch more on that on King Talk. Me and y'all, we're gonna have a ball on that one. We're gonna have a whole ball. We fucking fools on that shit.
Yeah, but let's get to it. We do got premiere news. Let's talk about some premiere news, John. So the first news that we got is Donald Trump want to box Joe Biden.
Yo, that ass.
Donald
Donald Trump boxing Joe Biden. Like, that nigga can't even box obesity. How the fuck, right? How the fuck are you gonna box Joe fucking Biden? And mind you, this man is an 82-year-old, like, forgetful person. This nigga look like he'll forget, like, fucking the umbrella when it rains, and then give you a whole soliloquy about why he did the shit. It'll have nothing to do with why. But I don't know, like, and he was talking mad shit too, talking about, oh, it's gonna go down, down, down. You know, I'm like, come on, son.
I mean, first thing first, if it was a couple years earlier, because remember, he wasn't WWE a couple years earlier.
He didn't wrestle.
Wasn't boxing.
Wait, boxing, bro.
Exactly.
I take that back. Never mind. I take that back. Yeah, kind of stupid. Never mind. I take that back. I thought I had something.
He threw the sloppiest clothesline I've ever seen and took the second worst stunner in the history of stunners. First one goes to Linda McMahon, who basically just ran away from the stunner midway through.
He's like, no.
Yeah. Donald Trump is bugging, son. Method not my president is bugging, facing the other, and not sure he's my president.
Do he think he can fight his way back into the presidency? Is that what he's trying to do? Like,
probably. Yeah. You know that man like attention, son. He's Gemini.
Here's the thing.
Attention is a currency.
Apparently, but here's the thing with that shit though. Like, I'm looking at it like this. I'm thinking of his logic. I'm like, all right, maybe right. He'll fight him, and then Joe Biden will probably be gullible enough to put the presidency on the line. And if he lose, right, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll get the presidency, and it's going to be on pay-per-view, like right after Survivor Series.
If he puts the presidency on the line, I need everybody to automatically enact the 25th Amendment, where they impeach his ass by cabinet vote immediately. That means something wrong with him. The man has a mental problem, first of all. Second of all, I will want to see the fight. I will want to see these two ineffective ass presidents beat the shit out of each other, and they're both old, so it's going to be bad and slow, but one of their hearts might stop, and that might work out for everybody.
That's wrong. That is wrong.
Not even that though. Like, because you got to see sloppy Joe Biden, right? I know he not fit. I know for a fact he like, you know what I'm saying? He looked like a wet raisin coming. You know what I'm saying? Trying to box somebody, and we all know Donald Trump.
It's all bad for him.
Yeah, Donald Trump coming in the ring, he's gonna look like he built like an Xbox controller. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, built like an Xbox controller. He gonna come wild and shit. Talking about I want
Xbox controller though, son. Really?
Box, like the fuck out of here, bro.
The original one, the chunky ass joystick.
You feel me? Like. With the big ass trigger buttons in the back. Like, come on, son. I'm fooling.
But not gonna lie, I guess I would be interested about this fight. It would be kind of weird, but yeah, I guess.
I ain't paying for the shit. This shit better be on YouTube.
It better be on watchwrestling.com.
This is gonna be on White House Gov.
Hollyrules.net.
Oh man. Next news. I ain't gonna lie, today's news is just really weird. John Hing arrested for animal cruelty.
Could it be?
I guess so.
What the podcast viewers can't see is the look of abject disappointment in my face.
Oh,
let me tell y'all why.
We got the YouTube version of that too. So you can
right. This is what the abject disappointment is just for you, YouTube. So hi, YouTube. Right. So let me tell you why. Right. I am personally a hopeless romantic. I can admit that. Any woman who's been with me can understand that. You know, I write poetry. I rub backs. I go on long dates. I listen to you when you talk. Right. I do all of these things. I live my life.
So did not.
You suck
Hold on,
toes.
hold on. I got a point.
Okay. Let's see.
Hold on, I got a point. Right?
Okay.
I do all these things. I play the R&B, and I do all of these things because I've always been taught, and he was one of the prime teachers, to put that woman first. His life has shown me 100% that Kevin Samuels is right, and we should definitely not put that woman first. I am now putting women third like I'm supposed to from now into the continued foreseeable future, so somebody can can show me. This man went from platinum albums to dressing like Yugi at a funeral to driving Uber. Now he in jail for animal cruelty. I will never put that woman first. You are a bad example, Mr.
First of all, right? He had me fucked up when he was trying to fight a fan at one of his videos in Newark. He was trying to fight one of his fans. Like, they were there, right? And they were talking shit. They were thinking the video was kind of, it was a little whack. You feel me? And he was like, yo, I got a home, son. I got a home. And he dead pressed him. I think it's still on World Star. It's from like a few years back. But it should still be on World Star. He was dead about to fight a fan. That told me everything I needed to know. So when I got the news that he was mistreating like 15 dogs, my first thought was like, first of all, none of them dogs have better than I came from DMX. Number one. Number two,
DMX will whip his ass, boy.
Yo, facts.
Rest his soul.
If DMX left Jaheim some of his dogs in his will, and he was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna put those dogs fifth." You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been it. But like, that would have been it. Like, you had to see him when he get up there. You feel me? But I mean, it's a bad situation. He fell off, and when I say he fell off, I remember seeing this man perform at Madison Square Garden on a ladies' night type shit. You feel me? Yeah. So I seen him go from performing at Madison Square to doing a song with one of my favorite rappers, Cam. You know what I'm saying? The computer, you know what I'm saying?
Lord,
you know what I'm saying? That's my shit. To him putting this woman first, to where that woman made him dress like Yugi and Kaiba, to him fighting a fan, and now he's starting.
That was him and Seal.
You forgot.
Hold on. Can't nobody tell me that him and Seal didn't pull up to have a duel at Whitney Houston's funeral. Can't nobody tell me them motherfuckers didn't have a deck and a dual disc in their back pocket.
You know what it was? Whitney's pallbearers was one short, right? And it came down to Jaheim or Seal. And they had to duel it out for that last pallbearer carrying spot. You feel me? Like, that's what it was. And they were like, nah, we ain't going to engage in fisticuffs. We're going to just, you know what I'm saying? We're going to just duel this out real quick. 8,000 life points, go. And they had it right in front of the church. And I think they both
loser had to get sent to the shadow realm. That's why they had it in front of the church.
Yeah, it's quick. You got a funeral going? Oh, good. Get another one.
And apparently Jaheim lost because his life looked like he's living in the shadow realm. He looked like he
really going through it. Like,
Jaheim looked like he don't shit the same no more.
You know what I'm saying? God.
And it's bad. And I would love to have Roddy here to talk about it because he's big on this like 2000s R&B shit. You feel me? And Jaheim, let's say what you want. Jaheim got enough hits for verses.
He does.
He can be verses.
He does.
So, and the fact, he might not make it to his first verses because of his dog shit is fucked up.
Yeah, he about to make it to jail because of his dog shit.
Yeah, like, I mean,
they're gonna make him
like, did he just run out of money to feed him? Like, do we have more details on why he just had? First of all, do we have any information on why he had 15 dogs?
I wish I knew, son.
You do know you could get dog food on EBT, right?
I didn't know that. I don't know who knew that.
I didn't know that either. But
you can very well get dog food on EBT. They're feeding your dog.
Clearly saying new, but
I'm not hitting these streets, man. I be knowing, like, you can get pedigree on EBT, bro. Ain't no excuse.
Yeah.
That velvety black durag tells me you've sold food stamps for money. Like,
I was selling some shit. Food stamps was not one of them. Like, I would say that right.
But for real, y'all, let Keith Jaheim. He really is. Let Keith Jaheim in our prayers because he really is going through it. He is going through it. I'm not even trying.
Because Lord knows, bro.
Lord knows, bro. Like, we need Joey to get him out the shadow realm like he did for Mai. That's what we need. He been in the shadow realm too long.
You know what? Joey deadass did that shit for Mai though, and Mai still. But like that's crazy. That's what happens when you put that woman first. That's what happens.
Nah, but at least she started moving like she was going to give him the boom. So,
bro, she gave that motorcycle dude more play than Joey. That motorcycle dude came around. And on top of that, Joey sent that nigga to the Joey took that nigga's soul.
Mm-hmm.
Joey
don't play about his.
I got my Yu-Gi-Oh! Downstairs. Like,
that shit on Pluto. I caught that shit on Pluto on a late night.
It's on Hulu too. I was watching on Hulu the other day.
I caught that shit on Hulu.
I might go back to that season just to see Atem lose. Shut up,
I
That's how Atem feel about Jaheim.
I watched the Pegasus when he lost his eye. I watched the episode when Pegasus lost his eye. That was a funny episode. I was like, no, like damn Pegasus, man.
Golly, man. But yeah, man. Like, what happens when you put that woman first? He sat there and bodied that dude, that motorcycle dude, and then Mai came around and then bodied him. And he was trying to save you.
Oh man, Joey out here putting the woman first too. Every time Joey put the woman first, Joey was in the shadow realm. This is a bad pattern.
That's true. I got my Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's why you.
Yo, my boy Kevin Samuels know what he's talking about, bro.
Exactly.
No cap.
But that's why Yugi never smashed Tay, bro. Yugi never smashed Tay because it came down to him, Atem, their purpose, and Dente. That's it. He put Tay fourth. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was there.
Honestly, he put Tay fifth. I think Joey was more important to him than Tay.
He
was putting his life on the line for Joey.
Nah, that ass.
I feel bad. Nobody cared about Tristan though, but it's cool, man. Nobody cared about Tristan.
Nah, fuck that.
Burn the witch.
He got turned to a monkey one season. Fuck that. That was racist as shit, by the way. That was racist.
I have that card. Robot monkey. I have that card.
Oh, that's wild. The fact that you had that card,
Next topic.
Got the card in the shadow.
Oh shoot. No, it's no script, son. It's no script, y'all. No script on this episode.
You build it while we fly it.
Exactly. Oh man. So yeah, make sure Universal come after us again. Anyway, next episode, Method Bleak, yo. This man got the audacity. He got the audacity to say that Nas have got no hits for verses.
Listen, he got his mind tight, money right, ready for war. He's gonna get it back in the studio though. If anybody ever seen Paper Soldiers played his character exactly how I just picture him in real life, just spitting random mediocre bars, hoping somebody put him in the studio. Someone was just there robbing the house. I got my mind tight, money right, ready for war.
I think Meth Bleak is too mad because Jay and Nas is friends, and Jay said he don't need him no more. I think Meth Bleak is too mad over that.
That's why it happens when you put that type of friend first. Listen, you gotta think about it, right? Yo. You gotta think about it like this. Memphis Bleak is the last person to be talking about anybody got enough hits for verses. You ain't got enough hits to make it the fucking halftime. All right, you can't talk about Nas ain't got enough hits for him and Jay-Z. Bro, they could do a 2-part versus.
They could do the 2-part versus.
Straight.
For
or
real.
if you really want to keep it a buck, now I could just play King Disease 2 at a versus and give Jay like a legit fair fight. Like that ass. I mean, he'll hold an L, but he'll play King Disease 2 as the first part and then get into I know I can't, you know what I'm saying? And then, and then from there.
That song makes me hype every time. I can be what I want to be.
Nah, that ass.
You can still be what you want to be. 30, even if you count surfing right now.
Fact.
You can get up.
But you can't have Memphis Bleak be a versus contestant unless he going against Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon will win, and not gonna hold it. I can't even like name a song that of Memphis Bleak's that I took serious. Like there's a couple songs he's on. Like is that your chick? Maybe.
Yeah, that's
okay. Maybe listen.
It's 2 versions. One Jay-Z had a version, and Memphis Bleak had his own version as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So listen, as a person who's met Bleak personally, remember he was at my show in Greenpoint.
I was there.
Shout out to Drop on Top Entertainment. Shout out to DJ McLeod, all of them, Davina, I got respect for him as a performer. He really tore the house down.
Yeah, he did.
But this wasn't your conversation, big fella. It just wasn't for you. Like, I mean, I get everybody got an opinion, but everybody got an asshole, and we don't show those off all the time, do we? So this wasn't your conversation. Now you're on the Premier Boyz podcast getting roasted.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job.
Yo, Memphis Bleak, bro. Like I done something to me last episode. Yo, type the show there. You gotta go, man. You gotta go.
You been had the clock out, bro. After Paper Soldiers. You know your shit is trash when more people saw State Property 2 than Paper Soldiers.
Sure, I feel bad for Bleak. Hey. I feel bad for Bleak for when one album did someone with the best song out of that one album on your own album, son.
Even your boss said you were one hit away your whole career. Your boss said that.
Right. And the funny thing is, at the time, I'm sure he took it as a compliment.
No, that's nah.
It was telling you to get your shit together, bro. I guess, didn't get your shit together, bro.
So I guess it's safe to say that he never had that one hit that saved his career. I guess.
Like he got dropped. I feel like he got dropped the same day Tierra Marie got dropped from Rock Nation. Like when everybody got dropped from Def Jam, he got dropped the same day Tierra Marie got dropped.
Yeah, but Tierra Marie, Sally Tierra Marie still doing better than hell. At least she don't love hip hop.
I mean, that's an up and down thing because she looked bad on Love and Hip Hop. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
She's alcoholic.
Oh yeah, right.
She got tricked into and then tricked out of. She got tricked into a polyamorous relationship, then tricked out of it by her stupid friends when the relationship turned out to be a good thing for her.
Yeah.
I still haven't heard new Tierra Marie music. Shoot, I've been waiting on Tierra Marie since I ain't got no daddy around when I was growing up. That's how long we've been waiting on Tierra Marie.
She did have a song though. She did have another song though, but
I saw her on a sex tape sucking dick though.
She did have a sex tape.
Once again,
about 2. I was like, wait, I get that shit. Like
not winning.
But
it wasn't even the OnlyFans situation.
I gave it a 7. I gave it a 7. I was like, hey.
I mean, the only good thing about her that she was in movies though.
An adjustable 6.
Yeah, right? There you go. Yeah, because this old bro, he on U7. So the head was adjustable 6, bro.
I mean, she was a movie, so I get that count. I got that state. She was a movie, so I get that key. She was a movie though. She was no in sex tape. I was talking about she was on Lottery Ticket and stuff like that, and other movies. She was in a couple of movies.
She was a movie star, like Stacey Dash was a movie star when it comes to Paper Soldiers. Let's go back to that.
I didn't
take like 3 minutes to talk about how weird of a movie that was.
Hold on, hey! I didn't say she was a movie star. I didn't say she was in movies, but yeah.
You got to think about it like this too, guys. Stacey Dash in Clueless was a bigger role than Tierra Marie in Lottery Ticket.
It was. No, it was. It was. It was a lot bigger, a way bigger role. But
Yeah.
look how look what she's doing now too. Dixie Dash.
Now that head though, that would be a bigger role than Clueless.
You stupid.
That's full 6 head, yo.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Stupid, but yeah. I feel bad about talking about Method Bleak because I know the family know Method Bleak personally. So when my family lived in Marcy, they knew him from Method Bleak.
But tell him, then have them tell him, right, that he needs to stop being one hit away his whole career. I need to have a family meeting. If you're able to change,
it's not too late, Bleak. You can come out and knock it out the park right now, Bleak. This is that young kid that you took that one picture with, Bleak. You could do it. You got one hit in you, bro. And then everybody gonna realize how dope you were on the albums that nobody bought. You got this, Bleak.
His thing, Bleak is dope though. Bleak is dope though.
I wouldn't say dope.
I mean,
he's not bad. He's
not
bad for real.
He's not bad.
Because when he was rapping at the show, I realized like he had a few verses.
Yeah, he's not bad.
It's just like
he just got
he's in Jay-Z's shadow.
Wait, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
You understand?
Exactly.
Like you got to be great to even be there. Like you can't just you can't be not bad. You got to be phenomenal to be in Jay-Z's shadow.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. And you also got to consider this too. Beanie was there like that too, but then he stood out.
Yeah, Beanie.
You know what I'm saying? He stood out.
Who was the name that they gave?
Cam stood out. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Petey Crack stood out for like a summer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cam was making waves before he was on
Rockefeller. Yeah, that's true. He was. Don't forget a Freeway too. Freeway. And the Young Gun. And the Young Gun is
Young Guns had like a hot summer.
Damn, Bleak.
Don't forget when
they had more hits than the Young Guns, Bleak. They was only out for one album, Bleak.
No, they had two albums.
They had two. No Better Love was like on
Did
the
we
second.
listen to the second one?
Yeah, I got the second one. Yeah,
Better Love.
Yeah, no Better Love. No Better Love was the first album. Yeah, the second one was Set It Off. Second album was Set It Off.
I think I might wipe her. She's white night come.
Yo, random. But remember that beef between Young Gunners and Cat Williams?
No, I don't fucking remember that shit.
Oh, no, so they refresh your memory. So on Young Gunners had a song called Set It Off, and it said about Cat Williams' character on I believe Friday after next. Cat Williams got mad, and this Young Gunners, cause over this on Young Gunners song, and Cat Williams got mad. He roasted them like crazy. I gotta find a clip of that, but yeah, it was something that happened a long time ago though. That was when Cat Williams was like killing it at the time, like really killing it.
Pimp Chronicles time. Print Chronicles.
Yeah, like Boondock Days, like the Boondock Days and stuff like that. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. Boondocks Pimp Chronicles Cat was like probably the best comedian out.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
He's still funny though. He's still funny. He looked like life has hit him. Boy.
Yeah, another one.
He looked like he put that woman first.
He do. Oh my God.
You're so wrong.
He put the first. And that's what happened.
Yo, Sands, you gotta tell Bay right now, you gotta put her third, bro. I dare you.
She kill him.
My Purpose and Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, don't make her hear that, son.
Shit. Hey man, I'll be back.
I have to go close the door.
This awkward moment is brought to you by the gentleman at the podcast, Eating Sunday at 12 p.m.
All right, real quick. So yeah.
You got safe, like.
So me, my purpose, and I want to thank me for putting, you know what I'm saying, doing what I gotta do with this shit, you know what I'm saying, and building this thing, building this boat so we could do this shit. Cause without that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
So, yeah.
Oh shit.
Stupid. But y'all forgot about Kanye, yo. Kanye was another one that killed it when he was he threw on the rock, killing on the rock, and yeah.
But I mean, the thing with Kanye, right, that makes it different. Kanye was in his own lane, though.
He was really in his own lane, though. Right. Yeah.
He was killing it from the day we first of all, he was killing it before we seen him for real. And then he was killing it really from the day we seen him. Just he that's the coolest thing about Kanye. I was watching a thing. He always reinvents himself so quickly and so adeptly that like it keeps everything, every sound, it almost crystallizes it in a very special spot. Because he done made the best thing with this one and then moved on while everybody tried to copy the cool shit he did.
Yeah.
And then by the time he's on the next shit and everybody starts copying, he's on the next.
Yeah, that's what exactly.
Kanye West, like,
yeah.
I would love to see him do a verses, but I know people like him, Jay, a few more of the big hip hop heads. If they do the verses, first of all, Thriller cannot make it worth their time, money wise. So they would have to do it for the love, for the pure love. And I don't see that happening. They got kids.
Yeah, you mean like like artists like Jay, Kanye, Beyonce, Rihanna, Mariah Carey.
Shit, Rihanna ain't got no kids. She just ain't got no time for this.
She a billionaire.
And on top of that, like you like the likes of Mariah Carey, you gotta pay her a bag. You gotta pay her the bag, right?
Actually, right now, Mariah, it's been a while since she's been relevant. It's been a while since she made a great song. Her last show that she did, she sounded horrible. And I don't know why that was. She had a cold, whatever excuse she did. I just know that type of stuff takes away from that. I think you could offer her a normal, like you said, a bag. You could offer her just a bag, which is what they're pretty much offering everybody else.
I mean,
and maybe you could get her.
Yeah, but who you gonna put her in?
You just got to give her a good opponent, Tony Braxton.
She'll kill a person's catalog just with that Christmas song.
If somebody like Mariah, I get Mariah and Friends type of thing. You can't give her somebody to compete against because it's hard to pick for her.
Tony Braxton can beat Mariah Carey. I said it.
Oh, you smoking crack?
You're all smoking crack. So you bugging.
Crack?
I mean,
Dad, crack? We had to jump straight to crack? I don't.
You had to. You said some dumb shit like that.
Are you kidding me?
If you would have said you sold crack before you said that statement, I'd have been like, okay.
I would have said,
okay, if I ever tell you I smoked crack, get me help, nigga.
That would have been a post-show conversation. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a post-show conversation. You're like, bro, you can't be going on these platforms, high off some crack on a Friday night. Stop it.
But I would have said Mariah versus Mary, but Mary would say nah to her. She's like, nah, I'm good.
Mary ain't trying to get smoked. That's the problem. I know Mariah. Listen, I'm telling you.
Mariah. Okay. We every time we talk about the verses, we walk into a hole like this and we start talking about the song. All right, let's talk about the song. What we got? Fantasy remix, Heartbreaker remix.
All I want for Christmas.
Love take time. We belong together like that.
Honey
was good. Shit.
Oh, New York's in the house.
Oh, yeah, right. Fantasy.
I said that already. That was fantasy.
Hero. Is it hero? Love take time.
I still believe.
One Sweet Day.
I still believe. One Sweet Day. That's her biggest hit. No. We belong together. Her biggest hit now, but
Okay, but let's talk about Tony.
What about
now,
us?
right? Because y'all making it seem like Tony don't have no hits.
I didn't say Tony. I didn't say
no
Tony.
hits to go up against the Mariah Carey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Now, I was saying
we got Breathe Again. 7 whole days. Unbreak My Heart. Come on over here.
I get so high. I get so high.
He wasn't man enough for me. Yeah, making me high.
Make me high. There you go. Make me high. She got some good songs.
Wasn't man enough. Everything on Libra.
When I don't remember. And by
It's
the way,
like 1985 all over again.
by the way, Libra is coming out. By the way, Background Records is releasing Libra in October.
Hold up. So basically,
Yeah,
what
I'm fired up.
What y'all telling me right now is that He Wasn't Man Enough for Me can go up against One Sweet Day. What you're telling me,
no, that's unfair comparison. He Wasn't Man Enough for Me can go against that Nicki Minaj song. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember they were both on the same song.
He Wasn't Man Enough for Me and going against that Meek Mill song that he said he did with Mariah.
No, you capping now. That was a good song. I would put Unbreak My Heart. I would definitely put Unbreak My Heart against One Sweet Day. But that's also not even fair because she had Boyz II Men on that.
Put Unbreak My Heart against No All I Want for Christmas.
First of all, we could talk Christmas albums and Toni Braxton too. She got the same song because all the Christmas albums have the same song sang by different people.
I've never heard no Christmas album.
Because everybody know once Halloween is done, when November 1st hit, what do you hear?
Mariah all day. Mariah all the time.
You're going to hear that from November 1st to January 2nd.
Yeah, and then she'll be number one. She'll be number one again.
That's Eurocentric music standards. The only reason they don't play Tony is because they don't like the way Tony looks.
Trying to put it's not a race thing.
Hit the thing. For Tony to
put that in Eurocentric music standards.
For me, I would have said Tony versus Anita Baker since they was inspiration by each other. You know, so Tony and this, but like a path to torch type of versus
Anita Baker would have
put
to
Anita up against right. That's who I'd put Anita against.
You gotta put her up against the state of Whitney Houston, and then see where that goes. Because there is kind of like similar. Because Anita got hits.
No, Anita, I'll say it because remember.
I love Anita.
Me too, yo.
Nobody knows how I be bumping Anita.
By the way,
train, bro, going home. Niggas be thinking we listen to some Cam and shit, right? Nope.
Anita Baker.
Must be on the train with the the train face where you kind of looking like you're not paying attention to nobody, but you looking too hard to be paid attention to on purpose so that the homeless niggas don't try to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And this nigga got Same Old Love in his headphones the whole time. Same old love.
Oh yeah, by the way, y'all.
The rap show on my shit, wearing my blue do-rag and shit. Talking about caught up in a rap show love and shit.
Facts, yo. By the way, Anita just got her master's back, too. She got her master's back.
Let's go. Maybe that means she can put her music back on Spotify so I can bump it regularly.
Me too.
I heard Sweet Love on Spotify like 3 days ago. So
I'm
actively checking. Hold on.
It's on there. Her song's on there, but they mean it like
they were like grayed out.
I was not on there though, so I think.
Okay.
Like it's the single version from not from her, but for other like mixtapes, I guess you could say. But like how Leah was, like some of her song was on Spotify, but not all of them.
Yeah, it's like albums that weren't done under that particular label.
There you go.
It's still rough. She got an album from she got a single from 2012.
I
don't want to hear that.
That's it. So now that she got her masters back, her whole album collection, her catalog will be back on the streaming service now. I just don't know when.
Okay, but listen, it's good to see, man. I like seeing artists get their own masters. You know, you actually got to give a shout out to Charles for that shit because he was the first to do it. He was the first to own his own masters.
Yeah,
you know, so that paved the way for everybody else, all other artists, to be like, listen, I want to work with this label and everything is going to be lit, but I want to own my masters. And then nobody can say nothing about that because that's your work. That's your body of work that's going to carry you through time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that needs to, that needs to happen.
Right.
I'm not going to stop sleeping on. I'm going to stop sleeping on Toni when you stop saying that she can handle and dismantle Mariah in the 20-song verses. Because
I say she can handle. I say she has enough songs to go up against her, and it'd be fun. I wonder who got the better live show, Toni.
I don't know if
Toni probably would have the better live show though.
I'm gonna know if
at
Tony
this
and
stage.
I don't know if Tony and Mariah would be a good fit though. Tony and Mary J would make more sense though if we really think about it.
It would make more sense, but I feel like it'd be more of that prima donna fire between them, so it'd start feeling a little bit like Locks versus Dipset.
Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna be talking shit to each other the whole time.
I'm gonna feel like
or like Brandy and Monica when that
Brandy
interaction was weird.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd be more like Brandy versus Monica.
Yeah.
Because Brandy was on some
we had the same thought.
Yeah,
like I feel like at that particular versus, Brandy probably put an L in the air real quick and was told Ray J, like, listen, I'm gonna do this versus real quick, go on the back. You know what I'm saying? And then handled and dismantled Monica, who came there like she just came there for the check.
Yeah, but it kind of clear that was the case with Monica on that verse.
You know what I'm saying? And I always feel like, I bet if you come for the check, I told you, like I told Freaky Zeke, just say that. Just say you came for the check, and that's it.
Why was he goose stepping? Nobody could tell me why to this day why that man was goose stepping so weird.
I can't answer that either, yo. I cannot answer that either. But let's change it up a little bit and let's talk about this dude that been trending this week, yo. And I spoke about this. We spoke about this show on the Old School Show on Nickelodeon episode. Steve left a message. Steve from Blue's Clue left a message, and yeah, and I'm gonna play it. We don't own the rights to this. Nickelodeon own the rights to this. Please don't.
Fair use.
Fair use.
How did it come on, right? Like, remember back in the day when Channel 9 used to show the wrestling and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Why it came on like that?
SmackDown.
Right?
Hi. You got a second? Okay. You remember how when we were younger, we used to run around and hang out with Blue and find clues and talk to Mr. Salt and freak out about the mail and do all the fun stuff. And then one day I was like, oh, hey, guess what? Big news. I'm leaving. This is my brother Joe. He's your new best friend. And then I got on a bus and I left. And we didn't see each other for like a really long time. Can we just talk about that? Great. Because I realized that was kind of abrupt. I just kind of got up and went to college. And that was really challenging, by the way, but great because I got to use my mind and take a step at a time. And now I literally am doing many of the things that I wanted to do. And then look at you and look at all you have done and all you have accomplished in all that time. And it's just so amazing, right? Too. I mean, we started out with clues, and now it's what? Student loans and jobs and families, and some of it has been kind of hard. You know? I know you know. And I wanted to tell you that I really couldn't have done all of that without your help. And in fact, all the help that you helped me with when we were younger is still helping me today, right now. And that's super cool. I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever. And I'm super glad we're still friends. Thanks for listening.
We are.
You look great, by the way. Whatever it is you're doing, it's working.
Oh man!
Like I've seen it already, and it hit me again. Like they're lucky the man don't cry.
That shit right there, man. Let me tell you, like, because it's facts. Like, you know, Blue's Clues, right? I was like 9, 10 when the shit debuted, I believe. I could give or take a year. And like, it was like a dope show. You feel me? Like, it was a fire show. But, you know, looking back at that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, damn, we deadass came a long way. You feel me? From where we was. So to see Steve sit down and talk about everything, and you know, it's a big deal. It's a real big deal.
No, I'm not gonna hold y'all. When I really first heard it, first of all, I was excited because, like, I'd be afraid that, like, to be quite honest, the Disney Channel has messed up my perception of every single person I've ever seen on the TV because they just have this spree going on of fucking up everybody, like everybody. Shout out to my man Orlando Brown, who got better, but still, oh my god. I seen his ass cheeks the other week, and that's ruined my life.
What?
Hold on, I'm gonna do a quick tangent. I don't know how we got from Steve to Orlando Brown ass cheeks. Like, I gotta bridge the gap.
You better.
I gotta bridge the gap.
You got like one more segment.
Yo,
You gotta clock out.
yeah,
Clock out, bro.
No. Listen, right? Hold on. Let me explain. It wasn't on purpose. I didn't go YouTube this. I didn't go Google this. I mean, what happened was I was listening to one of his songs, like his new song, that because he dropped a Christian rap song because now he's clean and stuff. And I was like, whoa, I forgot how actually good he is as a rapper, even though like he just wasn't staying on task, but lyrically, he is outstanding. He is.
He is.
So I was going through and I was listening to his music, and I found this video for this song. It's one of the few songs he actually has on Spotify. It's called Hi, I'm Famous. And I liked it because it reminded it, like he sampled the same beat that Eminem had sampled, but he did it a different way. It sounded really cool. So I watched the video. I'm like, yeah, I like this song. He was doing wacky stuff throughout the video. Watching the music.
I think I know what you're talking about now. I think I know what you're talking about.
All right, so you gonna front like you ain't see his ass cheeks too?
I didn't know what it was at the time, son. I didn't know what you were talking about.
You didn't know what his ass cheeks was? You knew what his ass cheeks was, Ken.
Sorry, you came out the random, like you saw Orlando Brown ass cheek out of random. I didn't know you talking about the time. I didn't know you talking about the music video. I didn't know you talking about the music video. I thought you talking about something else.
No, I need to make this clear. First of all, I've never met Orlando Jordan. Orlando Jordan. Wow, that's a throwback. I've never met Orlando Brown in person, and no, I have not seen either one of his ass cheeks in person. I need the internet to know that. So I was given the same opportunity to see his ass cheeks that everybody was, and based on the amount of views he got, at least 400,000 other people saw his ass cheeks. That's all I'm saying. Now back to what I was saying about Blue. Right? Back to what I was saying about Steve.
That just went left real quick, son. That's all I'm saying.
So back to what I was saying about Steve.
Oh shit, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna need one of y'all to clock out. One of y'all gotta clock out. Y'all rock, paper, scissors, I don't give a fuck.
It gotta be Alvin, because that story went love.
I sat here for 5 minutes, right? Listen, y'all talk about Orlando Jones' ass cheeks on the podcast on the 2 years. One of y'all gotta clock out. And you already on 2 strikes album for that Tony and Mariah Carey shit. Can you on one for this shit?
Hey. Hold on.
Got one more.
We gonna have to talk about that again. All right. Listen. Back to what I was saying. So my man Steve, when he popped up on the video, to see him doing okay. I don't know why that was such a breath of fresh air to me, And, I don't personally know his life. I know that he was doing a rock band for a little while, but to see him doing okay, to see him come back and just say like a real simple thing back in that character, it took me back. That's why I'm wearing the striped shirt today. They was always wearing striped shirts. I'm gonna wear a striped shirt today, but it took me back. And I was 6 again, bro. Like I was 6, 7, 8, 9 again, bro. Like, and for somebody to look down the camera and say, yo, I'm proud of you. And this is somebody who I used to, watch every day, multiple times a day, because Nick Jr. was just running that shit to the ground. But to just let me know that, you know, it's okay, everything's okay. Especially because like life has been hard since he left. I ain't gonna hold you, Steve. Like I done lost parents, all of them, you know. We've been through ups and downs. We finished high school top of our class, finished college the bottom of our class because we flunked out due to money. Like there's been a lot of ups and downs, you know. I fell in love, I got my heart broke, all of this, and just for him to say, you know what, no matter what, you're still great, you accomplished a lot, remember the good things, that it broke me. It broke me. I ain't cry though, because I ain't no bitch. But but it definitely made me it made me feel some real feelings, some joy, some pain. Like, you know, just you know, you ever have that feeling where you just want to, just like when you was a kid, you just wanted to cry on your parents?
Yeah.
It gave me that. That's what it was given. So shout out to Steve. He's the only white man in the history of ever that made me want to cry like that.
I know for me, I didn't watch Blue Clues as a kid. I didn't have cable, so I couldn't really watch it every day. But of course, I do know about it, and I guess I follow it every here and there. Even though I didn't watch it, I meant to follow it some kind of way. I could not. Now my cousin had cable, so yeah. But I ain't gonna front. Watching that video, it did make me sad as well. So I'm like, dang, man. Even though I didn't watch it like faithfully like everybody else did, I do know who Steve was, and yeah, same thing. I felt like as a kid, same thing, you know, and saying that he's proud of us no matter what we did. Is like I said, a breath of fresh air, man. Like we all been through a lot, and hearing that just thrown some positive, you know, motivation into you. So yeah, appreciate him for that, man. I go,
It's just crazy, man. And the crazy part about this is too, a couple of days ago, maybe it was yesterday, I believe, Steve was back again with another video, and he didn't come alone this time. He brought Joe with him, and he brought that new nigga.
Okay.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know Josh at all. I just know his name is Josh.
I know Joe, and I only know Joe because that's who Steve left us with. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't trust him because he wasn't Steve. So I stopped watching. You know what I'm saying? And they had a song, and there was people in the video that showed pictures of them having like birthdays, Blue Clues themed birthdays, meetings with Steve, things like that. And they showed them as they grown up. So to see that, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Because we really like there's a generation of kids, right? I think we were the first that grew up on Blues Clues. Blues Clues, as for the most part, is a staple of a lot of people's childhoods, whether you know it or not. You know, and it's a real big deal. You know, Alvin was saying earlier, like, you know, in between the time where Steve left and a couple of days when this dropped, like we went through a lot, and I could definitely sympathize with that because, you know, as y'all know personally, niggas went through a lot, you know what I'm saying? For better and for worse.
Yeah.
So to see that, and it was like, all right, we can still move on, like we can still move on and push forward. It's a big fucking deal. Whether or not people notice it or not, it really is a big deal because a lot of people, not including us, but saying like a lot of people don't get that good job type vibe. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that type of support to fill that on a daily basis. So to see that could have helped a lot of people in our age group that's really on some last leg type shit to be like, yo, you can do this. You came this far. Let's continue. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit.
Yeah, you know, shout out Steve. He was even on Stephen Carvell's show, late night show as well. And I remember funny because Stephen Carvell was playing the video. He acted like he was crying. Like, that's so sad. And out of nowhere, Steve came out of nowhere in the crowd like, don't be sad, Steven. Like, do you want a hug? And he's hugged. It was so funny, yo.
Where was this?
This was like,
it was on the Stephen Colbert show.
Stephen Colbert.
When was this though? Like yesterday?
This was, I think, was Wednesday. Look,
Yeah.
Go on YouTube. It should be on. You see, I saw it on YouTube. Go on YouTube. It
Hey,
should be
we'll
on
pull up
YouTube.
this
You
right
said
now.
Wednesday.
I believe it was
Well,
on
for the
Wednesday.
viewers, that would be September 9th.
No, for the viewers,
Right?
it would
No,
be
September 8th.
Yeah, it would be yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was on Stephen Colbert. Yeah, it was on. He was on there. It was funny. It was funny. I don't watch Stephen Colbert. That's the late night show I do not watch.
Stephen Colbert he be talking like a lot of politics and shit, but he lit though. This is what y'all talking about. I'm gonna play the sound if I can hear it. If not, then I'm sorry. I'm building this while we're flying it. I can't share because I'm on the lappy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
fair use.
Fair use.
Thank you. How you get hit with the blue skidoo on the way out, bro?
Oh man, yeah. Shout out to Steve, man. Definitely a legend, man. 25 years of Blue Clues, man. Crazy, man.
Whole facts, man. And honestly, it's crazy because, you know, like I said before, you know, he's part of, like, if you grew up in the 90s, he was part of your childhood. You know what I'm saying? These that if you were born in like 2001 or whatever, or at least 98, this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for you. This is
98 babies. They got to see the last year of Steve because Steve left in 2002.
Yeah, but you had to be there.
That's when I knew my childhood was finished.
You had to be there, bro. Like that's what it was. I knew my childhood was finished when Rocket Power came on. But that was a whole other story.
I hated Rocket Power.
Me too.
Not hated.
Yeah.
That's too much. But I disliked Rocket Power. Not dislike.
Yeah.
It didn't make me happy.
Nah, I liked it at first, and I stopped liking it. That's how it was. Check out the old school show Nickelodeon episode. Yeah.
I feel like they did the most there. Like for what?
Rocket Power?
Yeah, I feel like they did the most for no reason.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Like for what? Nobody cares.
Yeah. But yeah. So any last words, y'all?
All right, we gonna do this. Look, listen. As you know, I give all of my, give my little King Talk gems on the podcast until King Talk is up and running, which is in 6 days. Come on, 5. There we go, 6 days, right?
Well, really 3, but yeah, 3.
From the time of this recording.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3 days.
So yeah. So I'll leave you with this. Ladies, like I told you last time, do not go on a date with a dude that you know for well you ain't attracted to. You feel me? Don't waste our time. And honestly, if you leading with, oh, you gotta pay me or whatever, real niggas out here, we ain't gonna pay you no mind. We gonna leave you alone because we ain't leading with our wallet. We leading with our mind. And if we're leading with our mind, we know for a fact we ain't putting you first. At least above ourselves.
Third height at the highest.
Right?
You might get put behind Joey.
Listen, be like that sometimes. So
Joey willing to give his life for us. What you willing to give us?
Exactly.
You willing to get us in trouble for starving dogs?
That's wild. That's wild. That ass though. Because if Joey's dead was going to risk himself going to the shadow realm, right? Taya had to come up with some shit, bro. Like you can't just drop the pussy off at Yuki's house. You know what I'm saying? And figure it out the next morning. Like you got to do a little bit more than that. But I will say she did get possessed by Bakura, and I feel like that counts for something.
She did, yeah. She really did though.
Yeah.
After this recording, I go on Hulu and watch Yu-Gi-Oh. My last word, I think I want to give a shout out to all these everybody that were checking us out for 2 years. I appreciate it. thanks to all the guests that we had, Quintana, Magna, especially the guys that came for Roddy's birthday, the other guy, and yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Janie.
Also, shout out to the to the Co-op family that supported the Premier Boy podcast. The podcast show called High Tea Podcast. Shout out to them. They supported the Premier Boy podcast.
Wonderful.
Dirty Hills podcast. Shout out to them. They supported the show. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of people that supported the show recently too. I want to give a shout out to all of them. I can't think for the top of my head.
Shout out to the Flat Earth podcast who keep hitting us up about doing this collab. Don't worry, we ain't missed y'all.
Yeah, God, definitely good. We go hit you up on that. We gonna hit you up on that, man. And yeah, once again, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. This is your boy Ken, that came with the gentleman. Each and every Sunday, Mr. Jim like the podcast, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and many more. Season 4 finale this Sunday at 12 a.m. And the Old School Show every fourth or fifth Sunday. It compensated by Music Pocket every first Sunday. Season 5 coming soon.
Yo.
I'm gonna announce it. I got a big guest coming up for season 5. I'm not saying who it is. I'll tell you off screen, but yeah.
Yo, you already know who it is. They call me malimal. Long live the chief.
Long live the chief.
Tribal chief.
Just a few final words on our second anniversary of the Premier Boys podcast. My first anniversary with the Premier Boys. Just like everybody else did, from the bottom of my heart, from the most humble, meek place. Thank everybody who listens. I don't care. I wouldn't care if we had 50 views, although please God, let this do better than 50 views. But everybody who takes the time to listen, enjoy us, laugh at us, understand some of the more difficult points that we try to make with this podcast and things like that. I want to thank y'all for being there. Thank y'all for listening. Quick little finance tip. If you buy whole life insurance, you might as well throw away your money. Buy a term and invest the difference. But with that being said, we're going to bring you in the next year coming. We're going to bring you better shows, bigger shows, better guests, different podcasts. We might actually get to the Flat Earth dude because I want to talk about conspiracy theory. But shoot, maybe that'll track B.O.B. But we're going to be doing it bigger, better, liver, deafer the whole way out. So like if you here right now, you're on the ground floor, you get to say you one of the top people, right? You closest to our heart if you're on the ground floor with us grinding from the bottom. But when we get to the top, know that we will never forget you.
You already know what it is. It's the bro, Aaron Sansamir. You can follow me as always, because it never changed in the past 2 years. Why would we do it now? Follow me at Aaron Sansamir. That's AARONSANDSPREMIERE. Season 2 of the show that was based off this very podcast, King Talk with Aaron Sands. That podcast would be nothing if it wasn't for Premier Boys podcast. So first off, I want to thank the bros for, giving me that confidence, to actually be like, all right, let me, run off with this, take the round running with this shit real quick. So for y'all guys, giving y'all blessings to do that shit, wouldn't even be a King Talk podcast. But season 2 for that podcast comes in 6 days. Special guest host, Long Live the Chief. Here, malimal out here doing it. We guess we're gonna have a fucking ball talking mad topics. No holds barred. We taking shots and we cashing checks out this bitch. You feel me? In the meantime, if you're
what the fuck, I thought I was talking.
We be talking, but we busting some, verbal shots. Verbal shots. not illegal shots. That, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I'm just saying, I'm down for whatever, but I need to know up front. Like, you can't just be springing robberies on me. I'm not.
Be like, all right, I'm about
Check
to
He
it out.
does
Now
that.
we checking in.
He does that on his show. He does it on his show.
We spring random, like at the moment's notice. You gotta come prepared. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pack a lunch. But season 2 of that is dropping next week, Friday. Look out for that. Midnight. You already know the vibes. If you are in the New York City area, you want to turn up with your shorties, or you with your bros, and you trying to bag a couple baddies and impress them and lead and maybe unsuccessfully lead with your money at the club, you know what I'm saying? Then come through the Taj on Saturdays. Best Saturday party, 48 West 21st Street, New York. Please say premiere at the door. Table reservations only. We ain't doing no bar shit. Book a table. Just like the bro said, book a session, book a table.
Well, if we want to do bar stuff, make sure you get a bar tab.
All of that, you could hit me on Aaron Samir, as I already explained. Bring your Vax card, because you're going to need that for entry, especially starting Monday.
Yeah.
Because sheesh.
We'll do this to be taught. It will be already enforced, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're going to be checking.
Yeah.
Like checking. So
They already started it. They already started it already. So
no, I know. But I'm just saying, for those who's coming in for this week, be smart. Yeah. Before you go to the club, if you're trying to go, get shotted up and you straight. You know what I'm saying? If not, say your broke, unvaccinated ass home. Just saying. Oh, by the way, I want to thank all the guests that came on for the podcast too. You know what I'm saying? Brought their vibes on to our situation. Granted, us 4, so I'm not going to say 3, us 4, yeah, we made it lit. But it would have been more spicier if it was just us 4 and no guests. So we thank y'all for coming. We thank y'all for coming through. Everybody that can name, I ain't gonna repeat it. Thank y'all for coming through and blessing us with y'all vibes and y'all presence. And especially, my biggest thanks go to you, the customers. We wouldn't be nothing without y'all. Like I told you, I'd say it on King Talk. I say it again here. If it was only 10 people that here, I felt like it would be a personal victory. But granted, it was way more, and a lot of people hitting us up about it. You know, it's big vibes, and I'm blessed eternally to have y'all enjoy this time with us. Be anywhere in the world, but you're here. I appreciate it.
Yes, once again, thank y'all for tuning in to the 2-year anniversary. Thank y'all for tuning in general, y'all. Song of the day. It's only right for malimal to do it. But it's your 1-year anniversary, son. So you gotta pick the song for this week, man.
What you got, bro?
Hey. So since I get to pick the song of the day, first of all, let me tell you my handle, because I didn't tell you my handle earlier. They call me malimal. You already know. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. You know how to spell they. You know how to spell call. You know how to spell me. Malimal. MALIMAL. Right? On everything. You need to understand money. Matter of fact, if you want to be a millionaire, whether you want to take the long way, make sure you have millions in retirement, or you want to try to make some millions in the next 5 years, come talk to me. I can show you how, right? Also, song of the day. Man, this one, it's some sort of old classic. We're going to bring it straight to you. Brian McKnight's Hold Me from the Anytime album.
Nice.
It slaps. It slaps.
Nice. But you're talking about the original.
That's what y'all get when y'all let me do the song of the day. Old shit.
No, I don't blame you. That's nice.
Yeah,
that's good one. That's good choice.
It's a whole vibe.
Remember, I picked Man in Black the other one. I picked Man in Black the other day. So yeah.
Hey.
I picked Tyler the Creator, and I was bashing his shit all 2011. So
Brian McKnight, shout out to you, but he is very lucky I couldn't find the U-Point anthem no more.
Yeah. So you ain't know. I didn't realize what you meant. Oh, stupid. Yeah, you ain't know. This your boy Ken that came into Gentleman.
You already know what it is. King Talk Sands, 6 days poppy home. You feel me?
Long live the chief. They call me malimal. Banter coming soon.
Yes. Thank y'all for tuning into this episode, and have a good night or day wherever you're listening or watching this episode.
Peace, nigga.
From here, boys.
Ciao.